Hello everyone, get ready for some trending new info in your quest for knowledge. What is something unrealistic that you often see in movies that annoys the hell out of you? Need a guy out of plot for a little while? Why not just hit him on the head really hard? Yeah, he'll probably just have a nap and a 10-second headache when he wakes up. Sorry, John was unconscious for a full minute and now is a vegetable. Related, pistol whipping someone. Oh yeah, I'll just smash this guy across the face with a 2-pound hunk of metal, I'm sure he'll just be ouchy as if I punched him. In real life, broken jaw, broken orbital, or a concussion depending on where you landed. Courtroom confessions, but also just courtroom scenes in general. First, nobody confesses to a crime while on the witness stand at somebody else's trial. Nobody. Second, have you been to court? It's 97% waiting around, 2% wondering if you have time to go to the bathroom, and 1% anything to do with you or your case. Exactly. And cases go on for months, sometimes even years. And judges do not take last-minute evidence and do not accept interruptions or anything like that, at least not in Australia. You cannot walk randomly into a courtroom while a hearing or trial is in progress. Kids are rarely used as witnesses and are treated with disrespect by the defendant's lawyer. Usually talked into believing they misremember what they saw/experienced. Their evidence becomes so dicey they usually have to throw it out. The standard car flips over 5 times and catches on fire, and every single ducking time, Vin Diesel walks out unscathed. Worse still, because he's not even been cast in the film. I now want to see an action film where this happens with absolutely no explanation offered or demanded by any character, and with no billing for Vin Diesel. TBH, he'd probably do it like that. Whenever someone is working on a vehicle, they are quite often using a pipe wrench or huge crescent wrench. Neither are going to get you too far working on a vehicle. Lamau, yeah, and no matter what job they're supposedly doing, it requires sliding under the car on a creeper directly in the middle so the viewers only see their legs at first when the other characters come in and start talking to them. Constantly turning ratchets but never producing any bolts or old parts to show for it. Complete lack of legal consequences. I need to kill the time-traveling baddie by stealing this cop's gun and knocking him out. Yay, I succeeded. What do you mean? I am now under arrest for multiple felonies including murder and assaulting a police officer. People with long hair, often women, fighting with their hair down. I can't even eat noodle soup with my hair down, never mind doing anything remotely physical. Gunshot to the leg and they can still walk. One to the lungs and they're breathing fine. One in the heart and they either die instantly or spend a whole minute talking. It is 10 to 20 seconds, not 60. Shot in the leg, limp like a mother fricker for about 2 minutes, then race up 6 flights of stairs, jump from one building to the other, then jump 6 stories into an open garbage truck for the lucky getaway. Tomorrow barely a noticeable limp at all. Rom-coms, not just explaining their motives or actions. Action/thriller, not lying when they have a gun to their head. It's always say nothing or the truth in an interrogation scene. Rom-coms. Woman, why were you with that beautiful blonde woman? Don't you love me? Why did you cheat on me? I'm going to my sister's. We're done. Goodbye. Man, honey, let me expla. Woman, goodbye, John. Slams door. Man, Christ, I can't even have lunch with my cousin? The beatings people take and how quickly they get up from devastating blows. Or when someone is knocked unconscious and remains so for hours to days and is totally fine. If you are straight knocked TF out for an hour and then wake up. You aren't just gonna shake the cobwebs out and get back to taking down an entire mob family. You are ducked up. Immediate DNA results. Similarly, immediate hacking. 2 seconds typing. I'm in. Hackertyper.net. People taking their eyes off the road for like 5 seconds. They always turn themselves completely around to talk to people in the back seat or beside them, as if they couldn't hear each other otherwise. I genuinely had a friend that would do that. You'd ask him a question and he's completely look at you. It was ducking terrifying. You'd be sitting in the back seat and he'd be driving on the interstate just staring at you. Look up front, Brian. Next time you see 2 characters having a conversation in the front of a car, pay attention to the rear view mirror. More often than not, it's been removed for a cleaner shot of the characters. Headrests on the front seats, too. Came here to say this. Once I noticed headrests removed, even if no characters are in the back seat, I couldn't unsee it. Notice it all the damn time now. When people slice the palm of their hand open for a drop of blood. That crap will take forever to heal, just prick your finger, damn. Looking at you, supernatural. The amount of times they slice their forearms for blood, they should look like recovered cutters with scars all over the damn place. They probably get some angel healing every season or so after the third. Getting a parking spot right in front of the address in a big city. Falling 15 feet and then catching yourself by one hand on a tiny protrusion. A character just enters the house and starts talking. Even when the scene is in an interior room. No doorbell, no getting the door. Adults walking around an elementary school without being questioned or accosted by staff. Somebody writing flawless code in 60 seconds. Translating an ancient text but then it still rhymes. When some stranger comforts or distracts a kid from something horrible with some bullcrap. The kid just saw their mom get eaten by a werewolf. A toy train and the hero hugging them does nothing. I also hate how most kids act like drugged up placid morons. Or on the opposite end of that scale possess the wisdom of an 80-yo when the adults are clueless. Fighters wearing heels, especially if it's the majority of them. It's not that you can't learn to run in them. It's just it seems pointless to wear something while fighting that not only works against you, it causes long-term damage to your heel while actively moving in them. Also, RIP their feet for any stunt people that couldn't use flats for those scenes. Working as a waitress, or some other near minimum wage/poverty wage job and having excessive time off and money and things like huge houses. This exact thing, the single mom waitress in a 3,000 square foot apartment with a 2-year-old car and an amazing haircut. I effing hate that beyond belief. Another version of that is basically anyone on HGTV. My husband is a part-time kindergarten teacher and I make artisanal toilet seats. We have a budget of $8 million. Effers who yank out their IVs, tugged on mine once and I ducking cried. I remember waking up from a surgery and trying to do this when I was a kid because I was groggy and scared and the pain was so bad I threw up on myself. You were a much braver kid than I was. I got in 4 as a child and nurse said try not to move too much. So I laid there like a statue for hours, not even talking, thinking something bad will happen if I move. Women shipwrecked wearing sleeveless tops and not having underarm hair. Apocalypse movies too. Smooth pits all around. We need food, water, medicine, and razors or else we'll never make it. The food. The poor, long-suffering food. No one eats it. No one enjoys it. People go to restaurants primarily to order something, have it arrive, and then have an argument and storm out. To be fair, by take 28, the food's probably cold and dry as frick. Or can you imagine they bring it out fresh every time and the actor's just eating steak after steak? There is obviously no coffee in the cup. Orders coffee, immediately takes huge butt sip. Dude, let that crap cool off a minute. I used to think that was fake too. But my wife actually does that. We pour 2 cups of coffee in the morning. While I am blowing and sipping to cool that crap down, she has finished her first cup and poured her second. It is freaky. What would have been your answer or question? Leave it in the comments below. Slap that like and subscribe button for more, and check out the link in the video description for even more answers. Peace out, and catch you in the next video.